So, Leon Edwards versus Belal Muhammad. What happened in this fight? I should have covered it quicker, but I didn't. My bad. So, man, Leon got exposed. I mean, there's no way around it. Leon got exposed. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate to see such a high-level guy like Leon get exposed so badly by a guy who I think he's very capable of beating. Belal. I really think he is. He's not a guy. He had the same problems with Usman. He's not a guy who does well when you pressure him back. He doesn't know how to deal with it very well. He doesn't know how to still strike while moving backwards, defending takedowns, circling out, and defending strikes as well. He's not a guy who probably trains that, and is not a guy who's good at that. Or maybe, also too, probably doesn't train having the mental fortitude and being able to stay calm enough to have the mental clarity to be able to handle that sort of stress and situation, right? Because a situation like that is incredibly stressful. It's incredibly stressful to have someone coming at you like that with takedowns, heavy punches, shooting like crazy, just over again. You defend one, they go again. You defend one, they go again. It's a lot of pressure. You definitely have to train that. And a lot of guys just simply aren't used to dealing with it. Colby Covington had quite a bit of success with it against a lot of guys. He eventually fought guys who could stop him and could prevent him from doing so. And there was also many times where Colby would abandon his wrestling, and he would lose the fight because he would stand with guys. Like I think he broke his foot in the Leon fight, but either way, if he was able to shoot for takedowns more, he should have, and he didn't. And so he tried to strike with Leon, and that didn't go well. He got pieced up, to be honest with you. So, it's a difficult thing. It's a difficult thing to be pressured like that and maintain your composure and also land strikes. And yeah, Belal broke Leon 100%. He broke him endurance wise. He broke him mentally. I mean, I feel like Leon actually defended and did better against Usman in the wrestling department than he did with Belal. I feel like Belal ragdolled and was able to control him more than Usman did. And Belal actually rocked him a few times. I don't believe Usman ever rocked Leon. Might be wrong on that. But Belal did very well. And as much as people might not like Belal becoming champion, as much as he might kind of be a little cringy and corny and just not good on the mic or not good at talking, dude's a hell of a fighter. And he deserves a lot of respect. So, yeah, Leon definitely got exposed. And, again, we see the same thing in the Usman fight. Almost the same thing, I would say not as dominant, but almost the same thing was happening to him in the first Usman fight, where, he was getting pressure back. He was in his head, wasn't getting strikes off. He's kind of that fighter, kind of like Conor, he needs you to chill for a little bit, and he needs time to set you up and think. If you stand at distance with him, I think he can probably beat anyone. But when you pressure him and you're nonstop and you can take some of his shots and keep coming, or defend some of his shots and keep coming, he does get in his head, and he doesn't know how to deal with it, and he's nowhere near the striker that he's capable of being when you do that. So, yeah, and a lot of that's just from lack of training. But yeah, we see in the Usman fight, he was having the same troubles. And when did he knock Usman out? When Usman stood there in front of him and didn't move, right? When he played that game with him. That's where Leon got him. If Usman had kept pressuring those last 60 seconds of the fight, probably would have never happened. But he stood there in front of him. It could have been fatigue, could have been just not aware, lack of awareness, that he needed to keep pressuring and just kind of mentally chilled out for a sec. Again, probably tired as well. Usman probably wanted a little break himself. Maybe he got cocky, thought I could knock him out in these last 60 seconds, whatever it is. But that's what happens. So, people can say whatever they want about Belal, and I understand, but dude put on a hell of a performance. that Belal in that fight, it's going to be hard to beat. It's going to be hard to beat. So it'll be interesting to see what other guys can do, but Belal's high level for sure. And he's I was kind of impressed with the striking, like just like his will and his endurance and his intention. He definitely was getting hit, and it's not the highest level striking, but like he knows how to throw a punch, and he can put him on your chin. Doesn't have a ton of power, but there was times where like he was outstriking Leon, and they were both just standing on the feet, and his just forward pressure and just, I have to go back and see what strikes he mostly favors, but I believe it's a 1-2 and like a hook. He can, he can place it on your chin. He's got a lot of intention. He's got good enough fundamentals. He might take a couple shots, but you see, that's the thing. If he starts taking too much damage, he can just shoot. And he's such an aggressive, good, skilled wrestler and grappler. He can just do it again and again and give you trouble. He's good enough to the point where even if you can defend him, you're still going to have to work really hard to get him off you because he's good. He's sticky. He has good fundamentals. At least it appears that way. I'm not an expert in wrestling, but it appears as though he has some pretty good wrestling fundamentals. Trains with Khabib. And, yeah. Non-stop pressure and a good game plan. He stuck to it. That's another thing, too. He stuck to a good game plan. He stuck to a really good game plan. So, he did what a lot of fighters can. A lot of fighters abandon their game plan. So, is what it is. So, my name's Angelo. This is The Art of Violence. Till next time.